a story about unconditional love, shared absence, and the sacred balance of being. At the edge of night, under the quiet hum of stillness, a thought stirred like a whisper beneath the ribs. What is unconditional love really? The kind often spoken about in spiritual circles, a love that demands nothing, owns nothing, expects nothing. Yet in the fabric of human experience, everything seemed woven through condition. Needs, attachments, expectations, even the body itself was built upon them. Every cell, every atom moved through attraction and repulsion, through giving and receiving, through what it lacked and what it longed for. And that, in itself, was the key. Life was not designed to be without need. It was designed to seek balance. Even atoms, in their silent precision, obeyed this law. In their quest for stability, they formed bonds, not out of dominance, but out of mutual recognition. One atom gave, another received, and together they created a new structure, a molecule, a system, a being. Love, then, is not the absence of need, but the sacred dance of recognizing what we have and what we lack, and entering into exchange not to complete ourselves, but to honor the whole. But sometimes this balance breaks. One atom takes more than it gives. One heart steals more than it shares. The result? Instability, toxicity, an acidic shift in the soul's chemistry. What once felt like harmony becomes a burn, a scar, a longing. And in that moment of loss, humans begin to want. Wanting is the turning point. When love shifts from being a state of sharing into a hunger for possession. I want them back. I want to feel what I once felt. I want to be whole again. But wanting blinds. It blinds us to what still surrounds us, the potentials not yet awakened, the capacities not yet shared, the bonds not yet formed. This is the ache that drives people to fill the space with distractions, with sweet things, with substances, with noise. Like atoms that lose their bonds and become volatile, humans do the same, attaching themselves to anything that promises relief. But the relief never lasts, because the emptiness isn't a wound to be covered. It is a doorway, a sacred one. It is emptiness that allows us to feel connection. It is the space between that creates resonance. Without emptiness, there would be no sound. Without void, no form. The void is not absence, it is invitation. And so, to love unconditionally is not to rid ourselves of need. It is to see need clearly and no longer fear it. It is to recognize that every connection in life, every heartbreak, every friendship, every fleeting moment of recognition is a chemical reaction, a sacred exchange meant to awaken something deeper. And when that connection ends, when someone leaves, when a bond breaks, the emptiness left behind is not a punishment. It is the echo of what once resonated. It is the space made available for new light, for new bonding, for new creation. That is the alchemy of emptiness. Unconditional love does not demand perfection. It does not mean loving without needs or living without bonds. It means embracing the dance of exchange without trying to possess the music. It means knowing that the ones who leave us have not disappeared. They've simply relocated within the great body of the whole. Because we are not separate. We are cells in the same being, atoms in the same wave. And when we honor what we are, even in our lacking, we shine, we attract, we connect again. Not to fill, but to share. That is the transformation. That is the lesson of the void. And so, to those who have felt the loss of love, who search for healing, who ache in the night and call it weakness, remember this. You are not broken. You are open. You are not lacking. You are listening. You do not need to be full to be whole. You do not need love, for you are love.